Mr. Investor, welcome back to the channel, baby. NNDM Nanodimension has some news. If you haven't heard already, Nanodimension CEO Yoav, Mr. Big, Bald and Beautiful, he just dropped $500,000 on purchasing more NNDM stock. So this guy's putting his own money in, but what he said was particularly interesting to me. He spoke about increasing his investment in Nanodimension stock, and this was led by his conviction and belief in the vision, strategy, and future of this company. In addition, he has a responsibility to create an upside for himself and his family, and he strongly feels that this is the safest way to do it. So obviously, being the CEO, does yoav know something about sales? And he's talking about recent events. Is there any customers that have put in a juicy order for Nanodimension's Dragonfly system? Combined with a breakthrough flight software at the Protonica show in November 2021. He's then said since the launch, they've already managed to sell 2 Dragonfly printers to a leading government defense supplier and European government agency. In addition, they're completing 2 beta sites with other leading customers. But do you think there's going to be a huge order coming through? Because only now in this $4 range is when Yoav has now bought $500,000 worth of shares. Well, previously he was saying the best vision, the best goal in the future is 100,000 Nanodimension machines working on a neural network. And that was his long-term vision. Now that Nanodimension is actually at $1 billion market cap, and they're still sitting on 1.3 billion cash on hand with no debt, this means they have more cash in hand than the actual market cap of the company. I was also reading through this and I was looking at the way that he was speaking with the analysts. This is actually the transcript of the recent earnings call in Q3. And reading through this earnings call, you can see an unidentified analyst was basically moaning at Yoav, saying, he paid at the offering of $12.80 and it's down over 65% since then. They said they expect to at least double or triple their investment and profit. So now what they were asking for was actually some insider buys for management. So he kind of wanted to tell Yoav, you know what, you need to buy some shares because we want to show that you're confident, you believe in what you're actually talking about, and you're willing to put your own personal money into the company. And it seems that these guys were so concerned with, the falling stock price, and they wanted to reverse the stock price falling and bleeding so much. And it seemed like they had a little bit of beef, a little bit of back and forth, an argument. Yoav was asking, you want me to answer you or you want me? What do you want me to do? Now, do you think this analyst has a point? Do you think he's managed to convince Yoav, you know what? If you want to really show your confidence, put your money where your mouth is. Let's see some insider buys for management. But I actually think maybe Yoav knows something about sales. Maybe there's a partnership or collaboration on, or they've managed to shift a lot more machines than predicted, or their revenues increased somehow. Because you wouldn't just drop $500,000 when the share price keeps dropping unless you strongly believe or you strongly know something about the company. Often these CEOs, not only do they get paid a salary, but lots of them get incentivized by being paid bonuses in stock. I was also trying to find, the employee compensation plan to see if he has any options to acquire more shares at a certain price. But here it says he managed to purchase $500,000 in the open market. So he must have managed to pick them up in the $4 range somewhere. And I think we're not really going to see a reversal in this company until we start to see revenues. And he said, it's not going to be just a quarter by quarter revenue increase. In the beginning of the transcript as well, Yoav mentioned what he thought would happen to the company in the next few years. He was saying, the upside's not going to be in the next few quarters. He was talking about there's no buyout offers. There's no company that's attempting to buy and take over Nanodimension. And he's saying that the upside for all of the investors that have been loyal, he thinks is going to be about 3 or 4 times their investment. And this is going to take a couple of years, a few years. It's not going to happen over a few quarters. So guys, tell me what you think. Do you think we've got some big sales on the cards? Do you think we've managed to shift a bulk of machines in one go? What has made Yoav so bullish and deciding to throw $500,000 into the open market and acquire shares for himself? Always remember, none of this is financial advice, it's for entertainment only. Drop me some comments below. If you'd like to support the channel as well, you can click subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. And if you'd like to donate, there's a PayPal link in my description box below. Thank you so much. I love and appreciate you guys, and I'm going to catch you in the next video. Mr. Investor, over and out, baby.